Hey, what is happening, you pile shuffling pincer? So I've been finally trying out some Sky Sealstone Lost Zone builds, and this is where I'm at currently. There's probably a lot to try out and shake up. Let me know in the comment section how you guys have been playing the Sky Sealstone. Have you just been adding it to some of the more standard builds of Lost Zone decks, like the Kyogre build or the Rayquaza build, getting some V Pokemon back in there, adding the Sky Sealstone, or are you going a little bit more all out on the Sky Sealstone like myself? We got the Drapion, the Dragonite, because it just hits really hard, and of course the Raikou V, because Lugia V-Star is weak to lightning. Sure, they play the Dunsparce, but we can maybe deal with that and then get the Raikou cooking eventually. And then I do play 2 Sky Sealstone. I know you can't use both Sky Sealstone throughout a game, and you can only use one of them, but finding it and not prizing it, I feel like is pretty important, especially in quite a few of the matchups that are pretty popular right now, like the Lugia matchup, like the Mew matchup, and so on. So I'm rocking 2 Sky Sealstone because I want to find it, I want to not prize it as often, and I want to be able to utilize it consistently. And the rest of it from there is a pretty straightforward standard Lost Box build. Of course, the Battle VIP Pass, the Culvers, the Comfies, the Scoop Up Nets, the Greninja, so on and so forth. I do have the Zamazenta in here as well with the Retaliate, metal colorless for 100 damage and then 120 more damage if our opponent took a knockout on their last turn. It's got the metal shield ability as well that reduces the damage we take by 30 if we have an energy attached to the Zamazenta, and it does have 130 HP, so effectively 160 as long as we got an energy on it, which we'll usually have if it's in the active spot and we attacked with it on the last turn. There'll usually be an energy on the Zamazenta. 160 HP is not really that big of a deal in the current meta. Most things can do 160 damage, but it can make some things a little bit more awkward or force out a bigger Pokemon from our opponent to have to deal with it instead of using something a little bit smaller that they maybe would have wanted to use instead. So like I said, nothing too special going on in this build except for the extra Sky Sealstone, but the deck's been pretty cool, and I got a cool gameplay to show off to you guys here in this one. So let's go ahead and let's get into that. If you want to catch some more gameplay from me with this deck, I'll be working on it on the stream, twitch.tv/AzulGG, and either some gameplay will make its way up over here on the main channel or on the secondary YouTube channel, AzulGG, so check that out as well. And before we get into the action, I want to remind you all that, as always, Full Grip Games is always buying bulk and code cards, and apparently foil basic energy as well. So we got some of that lying around. So gather up all your bulk cards, your rares, your commons, your uncommons, bulk Vs as well, unused code cards or code cards you're not going to use for whatever reason. Get it all together. Go over to fullgripgames.com, check out their buy list tab at the top, and go put that to use before it just ends up in the trash, and get yourself some cash. And let's go ahead. Let's get into the game. Ooh, some mullies to go with it. Let's get it. Still a lot of Pokemon that I want, so I'm gonna start with the select. I'll give up a Colress here for a Battle VIP Pass. I'm down with that. That's a tough one, to be honest, but there's like a ton of cards that I want here, so that's a tough one though. I don't know how much swinging with Zamazenta in this matchup actually isn't bad, but I don't know how much I would prefer that versus not. So Ordinary Rod seems pretty mid in this matchup, to be honest. I think the Air Balloon is probably going to be a little bit better. So ideally I want to draw 2 prize cards and 4 prize cards. So I want to KO this Genesect next turn or something. So I think, oh, my Raikou's prized, bro. What a scam. It's such a scam. Third Comfy is fine then, I think. I was going to attach the energy to it here. I could get Dragonite and attach a Dragonite, though, actually, instead. I have 2 Escape Rope in the deck. Yeah, because Dragonite can, like, guarantee a hit, and then... Okay. I mean, how can you not go with the Battle VIP here? How can you not do it? Third Comb and Guru in case they Marnie. And then no, I can go 1 more Comfy now. I'll go with the Psychic Energy on this one. Dude, if we like absolutely destroy them here in this game, I'm so hyped to absolutely body them in this game, to be honest. I'm hyped for this. I didn't check my prize cards at all, which I definitely should have done. What the heck, man? I'm gonna get rid of Guru here, actually, I think Guru can bite the dust on this one. Collapse Shmedium off the rip, though? That is super cringe. And boss agent and killization in the end? No, that's you don't want a boss first. You want 2 prizes first for sure, yeah. Doing the boss play at the end of the game is, yeah, so much harder. It's so much harder. If you're getting rock sand and stuff. You can just being able to KO through the active is like a massive deal for sure. Although like you could set it up like you could go like our first attack could be we could Greninja 2 Genesect and then we could go Drapion for 4 and then we could go Sableye for 2 and that'd be fine to be honest. All right, we got judged here, so and that's what I would assume was like if we're gonna get something here, it's probably gonna be a judge. Oof, but the hand is clean, bro. The hand is too clean almost. I feel like I'm cheating. But I could definitely see, I don't know what I was saying something. I forgot what I was saying, to be honest, chat. I could definitely see, yeah, you could do the Drapion first. Because you could go Drapion, then go, but the thing is the collapsed stadium now, which makes things harder to go Drapion first. So you gotta like have a game plan around that. I want to hold the lightning for sure, because it's my attachment for turn potentially. Gate, rod, training court. Yeah, if we're going this route, we don't need anything else. So what are we sitting at here? 6. So I kind of just want to go selecting first here. Oh, I got to keep this to play around path though, so I actually don't want to play that yet. Yeah, I need to keep that to play around path actually, so I'm not going to use that yet. Those cards. Send up. Flower selecting. I'd rather take out a Genesect for the turn, I think. Gate. Net. Send up. Mirage Gate. Water. Psychic. Psychic here. Water here. Flower selecting. Because they do play vacuum, so I want to get rid of that. Gate. Gate. Would have been nice to have a Sableye on the bench here, to be honest. Psychic. Here. And I actually kind of want one of these Psychics in the discard pile. That seems better, so I'm going to do this. Swing. Yeah, they're gonna have to respect my Dragonite at some point, so they're gonna have to KO it. If not, we can just kind of like keep swinging. But I want this in the discard pile just so I could potentially use Sableye sooner than later. Just give myself that option, you know. I just want the option here to use Sableye sooner than later. But the other thing that I kind of want to play in this deck, actually, to be honest, is an Echoing Horn. I think Echoing Horn and then also potentially a Zigzagoon are like 2 things that I'm thinking of. Like just more win conditions. Like those just add win conditions. Having more win conditions like is pretty good. Especially when we don't have like a... Having all like the weird little win conditions like that is nice when we don't have something like a Kyogre to just be like, okay, we just win this way. Or to have... Even having like a Rayquaza where it's like, oh, I can 1-hit KO anything. Or like the Rayquaza alongside it to be like, I can snipe a ton of damage into play and kind of win games that way. It's nice to have all like the, which I think maybe was the best way to play this kind of build, is like you want to try and have all the little win conditions be options. So like having the Goon, having the Horn, just have all the cheesy stuff instead of playing like an overall a kind of more catch-all win condition like a Rayquaza or a Kyogre, which is just like really, really good against everything. So but I could see it both ways, to be honest. I don't know. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it not being what's it called? But it seems pretty good. All right, I think we just win. My guess is we're just gonna win this turn. Because we still have a training court in the... Actually, I don't know where my training court is, to be honest. It could be in the deck. Oh, but we got the Culver, so we should be chilling. We just need to get to the Drapion. This is about to be sick. This is about to be sick. I'm excited for this. Yes! Yes! KO the Dragonite! Yes! Let's get it! It's beautiful. Okay, so first this. Then this. You love it, man. You love to see it. Let's go. Who we punching? Wait, let's make sure it gets us the 4 prize cards, though. You got to get the 4 prize cards here. Come on. Let's get it. There we go. Drapion. Insane, bro. What a lovely game.